Well, welcome to another exciting episode of Restore Vinyl Finds. This is kind of interesting, calling it a college radio legacy, because one time, a while back, I was combing the Goodwill here and I came across these records that apparently were in the library of a college radio station in Galesburg, Illinois, I think it was. It's WVKC, and I initially did a little research, and I guess this station was like voted like one of the top 5 at the time. Was voted at one of the top 5 college radio stations in the nation. Well, apparently, what happened is a couple years ago or whatever, they decided to sell, I guess, part of their frequency or whatever to an NPR, as an NPR affiliate, National Public Radio, obviously, but they kept their digital HD stream, I guess is what you call it. I mean, if you know what HD radio is, I mean it's the exact same transmission principle as high definition television. I actually have 2 HD radios. I have a home model, which I may show you very quick at the end of this video, and when I bought my car a few years ago, I bought a aftermarket radio, whatever, MP3. It does all this different stuff except give you a cup of coffee in the morning on the way to work. It's one of those kind of radios, MP3 and HD, because a lot of stations they have what they call IBOC. It's called IBOC, in band on channel, whereas you can tune a frequency, say 91.7, but then they'll have other channels within that frequency, and if you have a HD radio, it is capable of receiving those extra channels of that frequency. So like a station will actually have maybe 2 or even 3 streams of stuff, but you can only get it on a HD, on a digital receiver. You can't get it on a regular analog. Anyway, I guess what happened is they, like I said, this station, they sold this off, and there was a lot of protests, I guess, or it's really kind of from a marketing. It's really kind of dumb of them, because not many people have, even today, they'll have HD receivers. I mean, you can get one. You can get one in your car, and it's really rarest to get a home one. Like I said, I got the Sony one that I think I bought this thing like 10 or 12 years ago, and it cost $200. And I mostly bought it for AM, because I listened to a lot of talk radio, and there were like 2 local stations in Milwaukee that were broadcasting AM in HD. And the nice thing about HD AM is the sound, when you get the HD signal, it sounds as good as FM. It sounds clear and live, like a person like me talking to you in the same room. Whereas you know how regular AM fidelity is like, it's not like crystal clear fidelity, high fidelity, like FM is, even FM mono. But make a long story short, I guess that that's what the station did. Now I don't know if they dumped all their vinyl after that, but I got a few records here that I picked up, and they're like marked, by their station, and even somebody scribbled some little cartoons on one or something. But anyway, here's one of them, and this is another. I'm kind of ranting against music radio, because the only interesting music radio is college stations. They're the ones that seem to have the guts to play like stuff that's maybe from young up and coming performers, or stuff that's just not like homogenized and skews really broad. But anyway, just to show you what the stuff that I picked up here, I picked up this one, Leonard Cohen, New Skin for Old Ceremony. No, you're not going to hear this on some classic Kids radio or whatever. You're never going to hear Leonard Cohen on any radio, as far as I know. So that was interesting. Buffalo Tom, I kind of know. I think he's got a hit or whatever that I recall. But this is Buffalo Tom, Bird Brain. This, I think, is like an extended single or something. I don't know. But I thought that was kind of interesting. Don't know who this is. This is John Hammond. I don't know if he's a folk guy or whatever. Mileage. Doc and Merle Watson, Then and Now. So you get the idea what kind of stuff the station was playing. I mean, they're playing all kinds of genres, all kinds of non-commercial stuff here. What's this say? This is Let's Active. Don't know. It's a promotional copy too. And it's, I'm trying to read the title here. Big plans for everybody. I haven't played any of these either. I have so much vinyl records that I haven't got around to playing yet. Now I think this is like, these guys were big in the early 80s. This is the Replacements. And I think I'm missing part of the cover. I don't know. Let's see what's on here. It's on Sire. I don't know if that goes with this. I got that loose in here. Here's another one by Let's Active, Blue Line. Mitch Easter is in this. I think he produced. I think he produced maybe the early REM. Mitch Easter, but he was in that group there. Okay, this is well, it's pretty beat, but this is Mike Bloomfield and Al Cooper. I don't know if this is like a live record or something. Recorded at Bill Graham's Fillmore Auditorium, September 1968. Also featuring Elvin Bishop and Carlos Santana. Like, you're never gonna come across something like this, you know, on the radio. If they played this on that college station, I don't know. But this one I liked. I did play this record through a couple times. This is the Beat Farmers, Tales of the New West. And I don't know if you can see this. If I focus close enough, you can kind of see some. They kind of scribbled in some little cartoon balloons there. We play great music. So I thought that was kind of funny. That was not my doing there. That was someone else at the station. I'm sure it was a lot of fun. They probably had a lot of fun there at the station there. But yeah, that's. I wish I could pick up. We have, in where I live, there's like 2 college stations in the that I can sort of pick up when conditions are right, but I'm like on the fringe of both of them. One is in Milwaukee. What's it called again? I can't remember now. It's in Milwaukee. It's run by the Milwaukee School of Engineering. Can't think of the call letters, for my mind's a blank. But then there's another one at a UW Whitewater campus. Whitewater is this town southwest of me. I'm kind of like in between these 2 locations, and they both broadcast on like 91.7. But they do play some really cool stuff. But the problem is, I don't know if this is just a college thing, but they'll play like 10 things in a row, and then they won't tell you what they are. Or you know, they just, it's like, we're too cool to tell you what this is. You should already know what this is, or something. That's the impression that they give me, and that's what it is, really aggravating, because you might hear something new that you really like, that you might want to seek out to find, and yet you don't know what it is because they won't tell you. So that's like my little rant against college radio stations or whatever. But tell you what, I think maybe I'll do a quick demonstration of my Sony HD receiver, and I'll kind of show you real quick how AM broadcast radio can sound as good as FM if that AM station is broadcasting an HD signal, and if you can pick up the HD signal. The only drawback of the HD signal is that it doesn't have nearly the range of an analog signal, so sometimes if you're kind of too far from the station, the HD will like kick in and then drop out depending on conditions. Because like I said, I live quite a ways from where most of these stations transmit from. But let's try that out. Okay, here's I got this tuned to FM because my AM, there's some area interference that's really horrible. But FM, I'll show you how it has like different channels within a frequency.
That? Well, just because it says organic in the brand name doesn't actually mean the food is necessarily organic. Seems confusing. Well, the USDA might think so too. The department issued new instructions yesterday to try to be clear on some of the confusion
they'll have
for
another
consumers.
channel. See, here's another channel, but it's the same frequency, and they play. I would say they're playing some classical music there. Okay. But there's a couple COD stations and they broadcast on 91.7. And you can see the interference. I have to get a really much better antenna, I think. This is one of your typical, oldie stations, and they pretty much, they have a very narrow playlist. They play the same stuff, that you've heard a million times before. Of course, with the signal, they also broadcast this data stream too, as if I didn't know Elton John, right? We all know Elton John. So, like, why don't you play something more obscure, so then I could appreciate the readout there. See, that's another channel of the same frequency, and they're more of an oldies format there. See, same frequency. Let's try something a little newer here. Well, this was like an alternative station. So you get the idea. But I really don't listen to music that much on the radio. I have plenty of records that I don't have time to listen to as well. The Red Hot Chili Peppers there. So I guess you get the idea there. Radio is technological. It's still free. You don't need to subscribe or whatever. It's just the programming that sucks. Why can't they take back some creativity and have the guts to program some new, give some of these newer performers or groups some exposure. Why do we have to hear the same old homogenized crap on the radio? So with that, I'll let you go. I kind of went off on a tangent here talking about radio or whatever, but with that, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you again here real soon. Bye for now.